Right, so back here, Saudi Arabia GP. But yeah, thanks for asking, John Dixon. I'm on the east coast of Florida, so it was mostly just, I mean, right now, just kind of overcast, light rain. But we really didn't get hit too hard as far as the damage or anything. We probably really didn't even need shutters. If anything, it was just minor flooding. I know there were some tornado warnings in a couple of the counties north of here. But yeah, it's pretty good. Let's get moving forward. Let's set our performance targets. So far, this is the only thing I've streamed consistently. That's right, this is the beginning of the season, so there's no need to do any kind of part changing just yet. Current driver lineup. And our staff. Yeah, I really wouldn't know what I'd be interested in streaming long term, as far as like genre or category.
Formula One.
I mean, I do play other games. Just this one that has my attention most of the time now. Like I just picked up Terra Invicta. But I've only played maybe like 4 hours. I want to play more of it. Just I'm just too addicted to F1. Do you happen to watch today's race, Singapore? Man, what a shit show. Or if you've seen any of the highlights. Freaking George Russell, man. No, I don't really watch football or soccer, yeah. I mean, I don't even watch American football anymore. I don't have TV or cable TV. I just stream everything. I'm a cord cutter. But yeah, that was just like, that race today was just, I mean, was it 60 NFs? It almost made the Suzuka race look like realistic as far as the outcome. But yeah, Singapore is just a tough track, man. Like, just like physically, you know. I don't know if he's 80 was like 87% humidity, something like 87 degrees Fahrenheit. So it must have been torture in those cars. That's probably why they deployed the safety car so often as well, instead of just doing like VSCs. Because, you know, it gives the drivers time to breathe. They can lift their visors and get some fresh air. But man, just George Russell today, what the hell happened? Freaking crashing into Schumacher was P10, then George Russell crashes into him and just ruined both their races. Can't believe that happened. And then, like, you know, since he didn't do well in qualifying, Mercedes decided to make him the sacrificial lamb by putting him out on medium so early. The announcers framed it like he was the one like that wanted to gamble on the mediums, but it was clear that the track was still too wet. And yeah, just watching a pissed off Verstappen today, you just see it in his driving. He was so pissed. Just like, and then Hamilton at the end as well, right? He went for that move and then he fell back. I mean, good on Ferrari and great for Checo, but everything else that happened in that race was just weird. But, you know, Danny Rick moving up 11 places or something like that. So that was kind of cool to see. But even still, even when the safety car bunched up, Danny Rick still like couldn't catch up. Like he fell behind Norris pretty badly. Uh-oh. He crashed. Did he touch the wall? Okay, he saved it. He didn't hit the wall. Thank God. Don't have to replace any front wing here. Well, yeah, hey GL, how's it going? Awesome, man. Alright, let's just get this a little bit fast forward here.
And car balance feedback when capacity?
28% confidence. It's kind of low. Let's bring this over this way. Rear wing probably needs to go to the left. Oh wow, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you hanging out just for a little bit, checking in. I'll see you next time, hopefully, and have a good flight. Or if you're on holiday, I hope you have a good good holiday. Let's get this setup dialed in. Okay, so we're at here, 20 laps. Bring this car in.
Okay.
Alright, no problem. Yeah, there's so much in this game that you just have to figure out because sometimes they don't outright tell you. Let's bring traction to the left. Let's bring this to the right. A little bit more. Alright, let's see where this gets us. Actually, Yeah, traction is all the way it can go, so that's as left it's gonna get. This way, and reconfigure. But yeah, John, if you're still there, hopefully I'll be able to catch one of your streams as well. Hey Zeta, how's it going? I don't know, man. I was just talking to John Dixon there in the chat, and I thought it was just a shit show. It's such a first of all, physically demanding track because of how humid it was. I mean, I know how humid it is here in Florida, so, you know, 87% humidity. I'm no stranger to that, and that's it's torture. Like 87% humidity and like, you know, 80-90% humidity with like, I think they had like 85 degrees Fahrenheit for the temperature. But man, yeah, 60 NFs. I mean, the beginning of the race, when everyone's just on the intermediates, that was like, yeah, it was street circuit, you know, whatever, narrow street circuit, and very few passing opportunities, especially with all the water on track. But then once they made George Russell switch to mediums, then that was when I was just like, what is going on? Can't believe I can't believe George Russell today, man. What was it? Right as Mick Schumacher moved up to P10, Russell crashes into him. I was like, what's going on? It was so. He wanted the mediums. I mean, if he wanted the mediums, that's what they said, that he wanted the mediums. I don't know. I wasn't listening to the radio, but I feel like that was like a punishment. You know, you got down into bad qualifying. It's like, yeah, we're gonna use you as the sacrificial lamb guinea pig to see what's going on here. So he really had no say in it. You know, he probably just said, yeah, I'll take the mediums just to kind of get ahead of what they were gonna tell him to do. Yeah, he really had, I mean, I don't know. It was pretty obvious that it was way too slippery out there. I mean, Norris was saying it all over the radio. I kept checking in with him. But yeah, McLaren, pretty good placement for them. Like I was saying, Danny Rick, all the way up there. But still, even though he caught up, you know, during the safety car to Lando, he still didn't have the pace to match him. He ended up like falling behind. But yeah, I know how you feel about George, so I was just watching that race and I was just thinking, man, Zeta must be so pissed off right now. Just like watching him flounder about and do whatever. I've been saying this, no one will hear me out. You could also add the Bottas innocent from last year too. He makes comments like this, like that last year at Mercedes should fight for that Mercedes should fight for P9. This year expects drivers to move out of his way because he's a merc and cries. Yeah, I don't know where he gets his blaming Mick for what happened there. He didn't. Whatever. It's whatever. It happened. I mean, I can understand being frustrated. Okay, you made the wrong. Like, if you really, made the wrong call, and you went out on the mediums when it was just, being way too ambitious. Oh, what happened here? Uh-oh. Oliver. Alright, you know what? You're gonna have to stay out there on those broken parts until I get my feedback. Blew up those tires, 28%. But yeah, everyone that was, yeah, I guess myself included, talking about how Verstappen was going to take the championship, really underestimated what was going to happen as far as the weather and whatnot. I didn't know it was going to be like they didn't have rain, but it had rain prior to the race, right? So the track was like wet. Yeah, it just led to that situation. Also, what they actually, I tuned in late. So when I tuned it in, I was actually on time because I put it on at 9 a.m. So it started at 8. So they red flagged the race, right? That's why they had to go on time instead of laps. Maybe maybe that's just the mindset that he chooses to, exist in to help him, or at least, you know what I mean? You fake it till you make it kind of thing. Already acting like he's better than everybody, just so that when it actually comes, it's not like he changed or anything. I don't know.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
But yeah, hell of a job for Lando today. Managed to keep his cool. That once he gets out of the car and and you watch the footage, he will insist the other driver is in the wrong. That's specifically why I don't like him. I don't know. Yeah, Danny Rick. Yo, you know who I was really surprised at? His performance, Lance Stroll, man. You know, I've seen those highlights of him doing well in Singapore, and yeah, he kept it together today too. For as much crap as we give Lance Stroll, he wasn't bad. How is this cornering supposed to be great? I gotta get this over somehow without maybe traction. No, traction has to go left, I think. Let's see where this goes. This probably isn't it, but multiple issues. Am I even going to be able to send the car out for any laps? And yeah, just Alonso today as well.
All okay.
Fernando Alonso defending against Verstappen. Also Magnussen, right in the beginning, turn one, whatever. Magnussen and Verstappen had a little incident. Wasn't gonna make it easy for Max to pass. Yeah. Japan at 1 a.m. Man. Get another 3 laps out of this. Hey Zeta, did you happen to see the race I did yesterday at Bahrain? So my plans for Saturday fell through, so I ended up streaming the first race of 2026. We got P1 with Sargeant, P3 with Drugovich. So the car seems pretty competitive with all the research that we did. on the high-speed tech regs. And yeah, Oliver, after that crash, looks like he busted a little of the gearbox. I don't know, let's see. 85? Actually, that's pretty much on par, so it looks like it was just aero parts. Could have been worse. Let's see. See where this gets it. Hold on. Just can't seem to get this one in a good position here. Oh yeah. What's the what's the expected strategy for Jeddah? Let's see. Oh, what time was I live? I think it was it wasn't too late. It was like, I think 9 p.m. I went till like, I think about midnight or so. I don't know, it could be that you're suppressing push notifications for the app, for the whole app itself, if you're talking about getting the pop-ups on your phone. Because I do have a go live notification set. Or maybe I don't. Let me see. No, just it's there. I just don't have a custom one set. Oh, maybe some weird Twitch algorithm thing, I don't know. Historic safety car, there's only been one in the last year. Expected strategy is a medium hard or hard medium, 1 stop. Strategy C is a 2 stop, starting on the softs. So we don't need to have 2 mediums. Compound performance. The medium is 3/10 faster than the soft, which is then 3/10 faster than the hard. So 6/10 per lap between the soft hard. Compounds. I don't know. I don't know if the I don't know if the 2-stop would be worth it unless you put the soft tire at the end. I feel like invert strategy C, you may have something. Start on the medium so you can stay with the medium runners. Pit for hards right as the almost in the same, maybe just a little bit after. We'll have to see. But yeah, if you didn't see yesterday's stream, this is the powertrain switches. So we got McLaren is a Red Bull powertrain now. Haas went Mercedes, as well as Alfa Romeo, and Aston Martin. We got Oscar Piastri in the Aston Martin with a Red Bull engine. Definitely someone to watch out for. It's going to be an interesting season. Yeah, if there's any time to watch that VOD, you can definitely do it now. I'm just messing with these sliders because it seems to be eluding me right now, what the setup is. Yeah. Yeah, he was active in the chat. We had some discussion. I just don't know here. What the heck is the setup? Maybe this is it. You know what? This actually makes sense. Okay, I think I found it. But yeah, yesterday's race we didn't have any incidents for our drivers, so that was pretty cool. Let's do 32 laps. We'll set him at 35, maybe even 40.
Radio check. You hear me okay?
Radio check.
That's what I'm saying. Piastri in an Aston Martin that has a Red Bull engine. It was a formidable combination, I have to say. Until he locked up. Spoilers. I mean, you're going to just see him at the top of the charts here in practice. Yes, Ferrari, I mean, even looking in practice stats, Ferrari is in P11, P17.
Back on the car.
This is going to be a season of former backmarker dominance.
All okay?
There it is, 100%. I found it. Let's call the car back in and get him out on the mediums again. Actually, you know what? He can stay out just a little bit longer. Yeah, we're gonna be battling with McLaren this season a little bit if they got that red, since they have that Red Bull engine too.
Okay, there's a big crash.
Yeah, copy.
You know what it is though? I think McLaren picked up our former technical chief, who had like a really high underfloor skill. And you know how overpowered the underfloor is in this game, so I think that's what's coming into play. Is that McLaren? Yeah, they have someone that can actually develop them a good underfloor. All their other parts might not be that good, but our former technical chief, I had basically only leveled up his underfloor stat before we changed him out. Schumacher with a penalty.
We return for the next day of our highly anticipated...
Alright, I forgot to use the second set of mediums here, so we'll start on the second set of mediums, do one lap, and then bring it in. This has to be it. Has there been a year where Red Bull isn't good? Yeah. I mean, it's the upfront power that gives them the advantage, but like I said in the VOD, Red Bull's going to be competitive with us for the beginning part of the season, but once they start needing to, once their engines start wearing down, and then, they have crashes or whatever happens during the season, they're going to fall under their power loss threshold, and then they're going to need to start taking engine replacements often. Or at least grid penalties, should I say, for like gearbox wear and all that other stuff. So it's a trade-off. But I think McLaren with a Red Bull engine. Same thing with the Aston Martin.
Radio check.
could be tough. And again, yeah, I was just shocked again to see that they re-signed Danny Rick again. And that he's still in our game.
Good lane.
Copy. Watch shot, white line and pit limiter on entry.
How do I know what motor the AI is using? So, I have, Eikhoven Planton? I don't know how to say your name. But to see the, powertrain usage, you go to the circuit info, and then it's the last menu over here. There's a thing in this called powertrain usage, and it tells you what manufacturer each team is using this year. So yeah, McLaren's got a Red Bull. Aston Martin's got a Red Bull. Haas went with Mercedes. Last year they were a Renault engine, I think. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And this also tells you how many engines and batteries and gearboxes that they've used throughout the season as well. So as this approaches their limit, the number will, it would be highlighted. Yeah, there's a lot of information hidden within the menus that you just don't really, you have to really explore. You know, if you want to see one of the underappreciated screens, at least the one I check often is this one, under the lap history and the car condition. So you can see what their current engine wear is at. So if you know what their current engine wear is, then you know when they're going to hit their power loss threshold. So it helps you pick and choose your battles on track. You know, if you're a back marker. Do I think the game is easy? It's definitely easy if you go with a top tier team like Ferrari or Red Bull. But the way I've been playing it, with using only F2 drivers, it's been a challenge. But at this point in the game, when we're 4 years in, it's 2026. We've mostly followed the meta as far as development, and yeah, we're pretty much on track to dominate, and that's pretty much in line with the game's goal.
Car balance feedback when capacity.
Of get the Constructors Championship, so I think it's more fun to at least go with a team that you kind of have to build up. But I'm definitely looking forward to playing a future iteration of this game for sure, because this is it needs more. It's a good framework. It's a good start. It's definitely fun, and for me, I like to see the not just this year, the 2022 season, but to see how the game could progress, in future years. Yeah, the slider cheese thing is we did do a little bit of slider, like just a tiny, tiny bit. I only moved one slider. I didn't move them all to the right, you know what I mean? Like, I just did a little bit so it wouldn't be at the bare minimum. Like, we weren't losing power for the research, you know? It was only like 1 or 2 times I did that. It was very minimal. But most of the time I've done, I usually change the sliders to whatever the, to focus on whatever the regulation for next year is going to be. Oh man, if you go back and you look at my last VOD, there was definitely safety cars. And, yeah, there was... It happens. Oh, that they pit? No, they do pit. If they're... Okay, so if there's a safety car and they're within their pit window, they will pit under safety car. But if they're not in their pit window, then they won't take advantage of a safety car. Especially the fact that if there's a late safety car, you know, the strategy there is to pit and go on fresh softs, or at least the least used amount of soft tire if it's late. But no, the AI doesn't do that unless they won't pit under safety car unless they're within their pit window. At least that's my experience. So they could definitely use some improvement to the strategy that they use when it comes to safety car, I guess. Because otherwise, yeah, they'll pit if there's damage to their car under safety car, but that's because they have to. Not because it's like a strategy move. So yeah, I'd like to see a little bit of variation there. Just a little bit more intelligence to the artificial aspect. You know what I mean? But I still think the game is fun. And I want to see... To keep it like interesting, I think we'll only keep using F2 drivers. I think I'm gonna play the game. I'll play this save game all the way up until we see the last real life driver retire, which was gonna be like what, Lando Norris. So when Lando Norris retires, I think that's going to be game over. I want to see a grid of all, or like mostly regen drivers or F2 drivers. It's going to be like... What? 2050? Used Stroll and De Vries at Haas. Nice. Yeah, we were just talking about Lance Stroll today in the Singapore GP. How, you know, we usually give him shit and we meme on him and whatever, but today he was brilliant in Singapore. Yeah, for sure. This is their first outing with the Formula One license, so it's gonna be a little bare bones. You know, I think they did really well with the. I mean, compared to the Codemasters game, the drivers look way better. They actually look like the actual drivers in real life. If you look at the Codemasters game and the way some of those drivers look, it just looks weird. But alright, we got practice done here. Got our nearly perfect setup confidence. We're only one off. But we got 15 out of 15 for both drivers, so we're in good shape. Alright, time for the actual race. Or should I say qualifying? Let's do one soft tire here. Yeah, we're pretty much set. We don't need to change any parts right now.
Ready to check.
Ready to check.
That's green now. Green now.
Let's do an onboard for the flying lap. They should definitely get the steering wheel models right next time. Because the Williams screen is behind the steering wheel. Yeah. In Bahrain, yeah, Drugovich was doing amazing. But I had a fundamental strategy blunder. I should have started him on the used soft instead of the fresh soft, and you'll see why at the end. So I know now if a strategy calls to use 2 soft tires, always start on the used one first. But that first half of Bahrain, like that first stint, like Piastri burned his tires down to like 19%. There was a crazy dash to the pits. we did a slight overcut because yeah, we had used the fresh soft tire in the first stint, but again, I should have saved it for the last stint because that's where it made the most difference. The tires died too quickly. I mean, he managed to hold on to P3, so it worked out. And he actually kept pace, you know, using the light push mode or whatever, the light tire mode. And this is yeah, not my favorite track. Street circuit. A few the overtaking opportunities, I guess, really are only on the straights. It's definitely a technical it's technically challenging. Yeah, you gotta go into these corners. And, you know, not a lot of room to make a mistake there. Maybe that's the reason why I don't like it. It's because our drivers are, or at least historically, were prone to locking up and hitting those walls. I think we stay on the used soft here. The best way to reduce spins and lockups, well, if you depends on your driver's stat. So if you want to reduce spins and lockups, that's overall your control. The driver's control stat has a lot of, a lot to do with having mistakes like that. So it's to prevent lockups. You want to work also on the brake cooling. Like if you go into your car analysis and check the
Okay.
what
Watch out,
or
white
not
line
percentage,
and
but
limiter.
where you rank in the brake cooling. Like compared to other cars. I find that if you have a low ranking on brake cooling, you're more likely to lock up. But lockups are determined by braking stat and control stat. Spins are controlled by your cornering stat and control. So ultimately, if you want to reduce those kinds of incidents, increase their control stat to like 85 or above. And work on the brake cooling. The brake cooling seems to also have a major impact on lockups. Yeah, but with this recent patch, smoothness has definitely become more important as well. At least for tire strategy. But yeah, it's mostly pace stats and control, and then smoothness. That's how I would rank the importance. Takes 127 to do a lap here, so we multiply it by 2. Becomes 2 minutes. Or sorry, 3 minutes. Yeah, we'll send the first car out maybe like 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, the F2 drivers do seem to have low adaptability. I haven't really seen one that had a decent stat that was like, in the 70s or high 70s. Most of them have like 40 to 60. First car away. Oh, we gotta wait. Damn it. This is something. This is also something I think that needs improvement. Is yeah, the waiting to come out of the garage for qualifying. It's so annoying. I mean, for the most part, with adaptability, it has a larger effect if you're on the wrong tire. If you're on the correct tire, you shouldn't have much pace loss. I think it only really affects if you're on the wrong tire. And then wrong meaning, for the current track conditions. So, obviously the dry, anything, I think this right here actually should be 0 to 0.5 instead of 1. Because if it's like 0.75 millimeters of rain, it's still too slippery. Like if you're in that 0.5 millimeters to 1 millimeter range, it's still considered dry, but that's where adaptability is going to come into play. Went the whole time from intro to soft? I don't know. We did get out of Q1 pretty easily on the used soft tire. Let's go to new soft. Put the cool down lap back on. Yeah, they said they're gonna work on what was that? In pit rather than having to pit for 5 laps for inters when you can stay on wets would be great. If you have a bad stat, then yeah, you'll lose the same amount of time.
Radio check.
Radio check.
That's green now. Green now.
I wanna have more rain or wet weather races. It's just ever since they patched the game, it seems to be different. I think we only had one since the 1.8 patch. I've only done one race where we had, I think, light rain. So I want to see something where it's like heavy rain that goes for like the whole, the whole race with varying levels of water to see how the AI performs now. Let's put the new soft tire on. We need to put a new soft on because we need to make sure we get out of Q2. I'm pretty sure we're good here, but I don't want to chance it. Alright, let's see how close to Verstappen we get in qualifying. So far, Sargeant was only 4 100s. 4 100s off. I gave Sargeant the clean air this time. Yeah, he's got clean air now, but he only set a yellow sector 1, so... Okay, he's green sector 2. We get a purple or a green sector 3. Drugovich 1/10 off. Okay, only a slight improvement. But we're right there with the Red Bulls. Let's start on this used soft tire, because I want to save, just in case we get a safety car, I want to save a fresh soft, so I don't want to use all of them in Q3.
Radio check.
Going down the pit lane.
Yeah, A-Fam. Watch the white line on exit.
But yeah, not a good day for Williams in Singapore. I feel bad for Albon, man. Having to come out of that surgery and then like go right into his training and everything for Singapore, and then just having really nothing to show for it besides for DNF. That was painful to watch, but yeah. I don't think they could have put De Vries out there either. Again, in place of Albon. For how gassed he was after Monza. They had to put Albon in. Yeah, exactly. The Nick has announcement will be a few days before Japan. Or the Nick, you mean Gasly? Huh. Nick to Alpha, Gasly to Alpine. Okay. So does that mean Sargeant's got a seat? Pending his Abu Dhabi performance? I mean, they had him on in practice, right? We watched him in an interview. He seemed pretty happy. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be a repeat of the starting grid from Bahrain. Piastri's going to be behind us, with Pierre Gasly and Lando Norris. I mean, what's going on here? Leclerc? Sainz? Back markers? Something's not right.
Race day has arrived and the time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel.
Partly cloudy. Could we go with position gain guarantee? I don't know. I don't know who's gonna get first. I'm not feeling the position gain gamble here, because it could be Logan coming in first again, or it could be Drugovich this time. One of our cars, though. Let's put... Since he's higher up, we just do double strategy A, since we're the front runners. We're in the top 5. And then we'll just see where we can overcut or undercut. And I'm actually going to underfuel both cars. Yeah, there was a lot of silly battling between our two drivers. Maybe a little unnecessary, but... Okay, we're gonna keep it like this. I think we keep the engine and the gearbox as they are. And we'll switch these to practice, the engine and the gearbox to practice gear after the race, because we'll be under the power loss threshold. Let's save the game.
There's a very overcast night in store for the drivers, who are now lined up on the grid. Looking at the Williams now. A second place start for them today. They're in with a real chance. And looking at the second Williams car. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. The race start is mere seconds away. It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Not the best start from Drugovich, but Sargeant made up for it.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Sargeant with the reaction time. Had a really great start off the line. Yeah, we're out of turn one.
Okay,
No need to
back
keep
off.
attacking.
Yeah, copy.
Leave core increase, please.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll let them battle it out. Standard pace for both. Yeah, Lando is so talented. Everyone's going to be obviously making the teammate comparison, so yeah, he's got a lot to live up to. I mean, look what happened with Schumacher, right? Probably just do a little bit of 2x here. I think we're good staying behind Verstappen for a little bit because we underfueled. Yeah, if Lando's got finally a good teammate, I mean, Sainz was a great teammate for him. The car Lando.
Stay firm on DRS.
You know, someone that can keep him on his toes. If anything, having Danny Rick just with Norris just kind of showed how far off he's fallen and not really highlighting much of Lando's performance. Oh yeah, I added this thing on this widget on my channel, so you could play sounds or whatever. Does it actually work for you? You have to be on the web page, I guess. Drugovich coming through. And now on Verstappen. Oh, he shuts the door. Sargeant coming back, though. Oh, what's going on here? 3 wide through the turn. Sargeant out ahead.
Nice
With
work.
DRS. Both overtake Verstappen.
Okay, good job, good job.
Oh, that made Max look silly. And now Norris ahead of Bottas. I kind of want Max to go out in front again, just so we can, just so we can save some fuel here. Do I have to really put on conserve?
We want to leave court, please.
Yep, copy.
Like, I think, Max is... So, the reason why he's fallen back here, let's see. 86% on his engine. So, I think he's still technically within his power loss threshold. I don't know what happened there. Our engine is technically more worn than his. These guys are crazy. Let's get Verstappen ahead again so we can stay and he can give us a fuel delta back. This is one of those Alan Prost moments. Leading the race, but go as slow as possible. Verstappen is just stuck behind us. Yeah, he's up to P4, but he's making a gap here. Can he close it? Let's see. Alright, get Verstappen ahead of us. Let's get some fuel delta back, please.
Okay, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Sargeant back unbalanced.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Copy.
Esteban Ocon. Pushing that Alfa Romeo up into P4. Piastri off the line terribly. Down to P7. Gasly as well. Right. Yeah, Gasly down 2 positions.
Increase lifting coast.
Copy.
Well, let Verstappen by. Let's get some fuel delta back. Alright, we'll go both balanced.
Reduce the lift and co.
Yep.
Yeah, Norris was P7. This is the first time I'm actually underfueling the cars in a while. I haven't underfueled the cars since the patch. But I've noticed that we weren't able to burn off all the excess fuel, even if we went on push last time. When you go on push mode, like fuel push mode, that degrades the tire faster. So I think it's better to underfuel and stay in a conserve mode, so it still saves the tire. At least that's my thinking right now. Again, this is this crazy, crazy battle here.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Over the line, and now we're 1-2.
Good job, good job.
Again, I kind of want Verstappen ahead again, so we can save the fuel. I don't know, we're only 0.7 now. I think we're still gaining fuel delta here, so we might be safe. We could probably keep it on standard, I think. Yeah, the fact that going into fuel push burns the tire is having a more pronounced effect this patch than it did last patch. Because that's just like, you know, less time you have to run aggressive mode. I'd rather run aggressive mode than a standard fuel, you know, standard pace fuel push. Like aggressive on the tires, standard on the fuel. Instead of standard on the, you know, whatever. The other way around. You just get more pace out of tire push than you do from fuel push. Verstappen trying to send it. Can't get it done. Yeah, Drugovich needs to go and conserve. Whoever's in the front needs to be conserving. Oops.
We look at
Whatever is, I thought
reducing the
Drugovich.
lifting core.
Copy.
My bad. Appreciate it. I'm just looking at these red numbers. I'm like, I see red. Not good. Fix it. I got PTSD from Suzuka. No, it's just saying that was pretty horrendous. Where I wasn't paying attention to that fuel usage. Like if I was paying attention to that and we actually crossed the finish line, we probably would have won the WDC.
Lift core increase, please.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, new radio. New driver, new radio. How are we fighting Verstappen so hard? On standard pace. This is uncharacteristic because both of these guys are low aggression. It's because we are underfueled? We're boxing them all in. Oh jeez, what a send. Go through that on the outside. Now it's 3 wide.
Keep the head down. Keep the head down. Don't know what we have left.
Okay, Verstappen out in front. Yeah, we're flying. 6-second gap now to the car behind. Bro, what's going on here? P17 Leclerc. Charles, what happened? What are you doing back here with Sonoda, Schumacher, and Gio? Stroll really holding you off that much? My god. This is pathetic.
Okay, that's good.
I am stupid. I am stupid. I switch off everything.
Question is, would you like to have a new medium to go through the traffic or prefer a new hard? Question?
Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
It's all the way back here, man. I don't know about that. Sorry, yeah, there's a cooldown on this playing the same sound in a row, I think. This is insane. Alright, he's climbing up a little bit. Only because Stroll got into the pits. Stroll is on the strategy C, is that right? Yeah, the back markers are all on the hard tire. It feels weird calling science a back marker, but I mean that's the reality here. Oh, and he comes out. P20, Schumacher still ahead of him. And look, we're back positive on fuel delta.
Nice work.
Tifosi would be eternally pissed off if people were calling Ferrari back markers. Them Tifosi tears. That's what Red Bull is made out of, you know. Not just taurine, but Tifosi tears. Yeah, do you watch the Nico Rosberg YouTube channel? He did like a Q&A session on the last one for his Singapore you know, hot lap video. And in the Q&A, someone asked like, what do you think Ferrari can, so something like, you know, what do you think Ferrari can do, or why do you think Ferrari's so bad this year? And he's basically, yeah, they need a personnel change. Like, we're back positive of fuel delta after lap 15. Do you think maybe even next time we underfuel by 2 laps? Because, man, we're really flying. And we've only just been on standard pace. We had to go down to conserve for a little bit, but we probably could have kept standard pace the whole time. Max clipping the barrier. We're just phasing through the barrier there. Yep. That's the power of Supermax. Alright, Sargeant's got the more... So, going by the difference in... we've run them at exactly the same pace. Pretty much the same fuel pace as well. It's only off by like 2% for the smoothness between the 2 drivers. So we can... Technically, we should be pitting Sargeant first, and then Drugovich. So with Drugovich we could do an overcut, maybe. I don't know. Our tires are still more used than Verstappen, though. I feel like we gotta keep pace with him, though. So yeah, Sargeant in the pits first. We'll put him on the optimal lap, and we'll try to match whatever we can with Verstappen, with Drugovich. We have a visual bug with the DRS and the wings not opening.
Okay, keep pushing, keep pushing.
I'm pretty sure that was a DRS zone, but I didn't see any of the wings open. Oh no, the wings are open. Never mind.
Let's reduce lifting coast.
Copy.
Reduce the lift and co.
Copy.
Alright, coming up on the optimal lap. Let's wait one more. We'll go one more lap with Sargeant.
Box.
Copy, boss.
Okay, push hard.
Yeah, copy.
No, they had a faster pit stop than us. Come on, give me the menu. Alright, here we go.
Focus and push.
Copy, copy.
Go push, go push.
Copy.
Box, box.
Yeah, copy box.
Yeah. Deploy.
Copy.
Okay, back off.
Okay.
Yeah, I was definitely complaining about the garage placement last stream. Because that also affected us in the same way, pretty much. .259 on the pit stop. Exiting the pit lane right behind Verstappen, and we're pretty much slotted in perfectly here to get the DRS back for Sargeant. Aston Martin Red Bull versus Red Bull Red Bull. Oh, what the? Gasly.
That was a stonking lap.
Stonks. Yeah, I think we have to underfuel. If we're gonna sit behind Verstappen most of the race, we should underfuel by like 2 more laps. Like at Monaco, I think that's the strategy for Monaco. We'll underfuel like 3 laps at Monaco and just sit behind Verstappen. Monaco's pretty much going to be the same thing, right? Should really try to lose some of this extra fuel.
We look at reducing the lift and core.
Yeah, copy.
I think next race we experiment with like more underfueling on one car. It's so conflicting. Which one, huh? Yeah, we want to get. I want to get Drugovich a win at least pretty soon here. Drugovich through the turn. Now with DRS. Maybe?
I am stupid. I am stupid. I switch
Doing
off
what you're
everything.
doing. Good job, good job.
What is going on, Leclerc? P19. Ferrari's looking terrible this season. Genzy Boy 5, thanks for watching. Welcome to the stream. Basically this year my objective is to win the drivers championship since we missed it last, we won those constructors last year, but we didn't get the drivers championship because Duhan crashed out in Abu Dhabi. So now that we have Drugovich instead of Duhan, let's try to get one of our guys a WDC.
I can't, it's broken! It's broken! Anti-stall! It's off. Fuck!
We've had a warning for turn 4 track limits. Turn 4 track limits.
Stop talking, but I'm racing. You're doing very good. Lap time out good. Lap time out good.
That's a stonking lap.
Sargeant with the stonks. Now we got Verstappen behind.
Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
I'll look back on the archive and capture that one and I'll add it. That sounds funny. I didn't watch any driver cams today. I was mostly just watching the the F1 TV, commentary with Palmer. I don't know, for whatever reason, Crofty is just too much on my ears sometimes. I mean, I enjoyed Crofty's commentary when I was a new fan, but there's a little too much British bias. So I started just to listen to the, the F1 commentator. Or the F1 commentary stream. Yeah, I feel like I get a little bit more technical insight with listening to Palmer. Verstappen going for a move. Nope, can't get it done. We've run up to the back markers.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's Sargeant ahead of Perez. Or they're not back markers, they just have a pit. Oh, this is chaotic. So many cars.
Nice work.
Man, Sargeant is climbing the rungs of the ladder. Oh, my team, we're Williams. We're Logan Sargeant right here and Felipe Drugovich. Currently P4, P7. The year is 2026. Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso retired last year. Sebastian Vettel no longer has a seat. Oscar Piastri is here at Aston Martin. Aston Martin's using a Red Bull powertrain. A lot of weird things going on this season. McLaren still kept Danny Rick. They never fired him. McLaren also is using the Red Bull powertrain this season. And if you're curious how I know that, it's because you can go into the pre-race, sorry, not the pre-race report, but the circuit info, and then you can see the powertrain usage screen here. And yeah, McLaren's got a Red Bull. AlphaTauri's a Renault engine. Alfa Romeo's got a Mercedes engine, and Aston Martin with the Red Bull. I'm gonna make some bot commands for Nightbot to at least show who's retired and who doesn't have a seat for the real life drivers. But this will be Piastri's rookie season before he was just a reserve driver. But now he's actually in an Aston Martin car.
Increase, lift and coast.
Copy.
I want to try to keep Drugovich's tires above Verstappen's, and I think running the fuel push a little too long might have worn them down a little bit too much. Ferrari doing Ferrari things back here. Leclerc, P19. Just sad. This is not what you want to see. As a Tifosi. I'm saying if you're a Tifosi, yes, you'd be very massively upset. But everybody else, they're loving it. Look at Sargeant, man. Look at Sargeant just going right for P1. The man is a beast. This pair is in the pits. Looks like everyone's now doing their mediums. Okay. Yeah, mostly keeping an eye on Verstappen here. We just got to keep him out in front, or keep out in front of Verstappen, and we'll have a good start on the Drivers' Championship. I think for the standings, we're currently ahead, or at least we will be ahead. Of course, this is not the true position yet. We need these guys to pit, so we'll get an update on the standings after these guys pit. I mean, yeah, he has technically been on the team longer than Drugovich. Verstappen got ahead.
Keep your head down.
Bottas is pitted.
Now that these guys are pitting, we should see the true position soon. Gasly is just holding off Verstappen here. Is he gonna make the move?
Let's fucking go, boys!
George Russell, 33% hard tire.
Gasly has pitted for new option.
We really don't give a shit about Gasly anymore. Sorry, Jago. Oh, Russell, get out of the way. Alright, finally, Russell is out of the way. Get back to fighting Max. Someone locked up. Oh, we got an incident here on track. That's Piastri and Bottas. No safety car, but a penalty for both. What happened? Let me see the replay. Is this Piastri? With a lockup into the back of Bottas. Sweeps up a Mercedes with him. Perez. Now he's got to serve 5-second time penalty.
Toto, it's called a motor race, okay? We went to car racing.
It's Piastri, man. What are you doing? This is your rookie season. Oh, you opted for the soft tire.
Awesome job, buddy. Well done. Yes! Oh, that was so hard. Yes! Oh, thank you guys. What a weekend. What a day. What a day.
Uh-oh. Verstappen now.
Fastest lap.
We've had a warning for turn 4 track limits. Turn 4 track limits.
Stop talking about racing.
Looks like we got, Hey, thanks for the follow. E5 Red Eye. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to the stream. We got Sargeant, who's created a gap to Verstappen. Verstappen will not get the DRS until he can catch up, at least. Let's hope Drugovich can send it here. It's really closing in. Less than almost 1/10, less than a tenth behind. Through the corner. Can we do it with DRS?
No!
When do I suggest to put tires and fuel on attack? Honestly, attack just isn't worth it. I only set them on attack for turn 1.
I am stupid. I switch off everything.
Basically, I keep it on attack up until turn 1, turn 2, and then I tune it down back to standard. I never go attack again. It's just not worth it in patch 1.8. Pre 1.8 patch, you know, before they fixed the tire degradation, it was definitely a valid strategy to just do, you know, a full attack stint as long as possible. But that wasn't really, I guess, interesting for strategy. Now it's just like, it feels like you have to stay on standard and really only stay on attack for maybe like 1 turn. For aggressive, I will actually go aggressive if I'm doing an overcut. So like if you know, like we were in that battle with Verstappen, when Verstappen pit, as soon as we had the clean air with Drugovich, I put Drugovich on full aggressive with aggressive fuel pace, or aggressive tire pace, push fuel pace. And then once I entered the pit, I changed it back to standard. But basically, I only go aggressive mode when I know I'm going to be changing the tire next lap. Yeah, it's just not worth staying on attack anymore. It just degrades the tire too fast. And on a track like this, where the expected strategy A and strategy B are one stops, that becomes way more crucial. If it were a 2-stop race, I'd say that if you went something like medium, hard, medium, you can afford to do a little bit more pushing, or at least aggressive on the tires. But on a one-stop strategy, it's not really worth it to go into attack, or and for aggressive, really only up until you pit. But yeah, no problem. And welcome back, Duck Dollars. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, just having fun here on Sunday. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back on Tuesday and Wednesday. Actually, depending on my plans tomorrow night, if they fall through, then I may just stream Monday night, but I'm 99% sure it'll be Tuesday and Wednesday only. And then Friday. I usually try to stick to my schedule that I have on the channel. But I'm just so damn addicted to this game. Can't stop playing it. My one other friend asked me today, like, "Are you ever gonna play another game?" I'm just like, I didn't respond. He wants to play some multiplayer games, but I'm like, this game has my interest too much. But I will be streaming, or not streaming, but I'll be playing Phasmophobia with Chef Negative after this. So if you hang out, we're gonna raid his channel after, and I'll be on his stream. I don't know how many of you are Phasmophobia fans, but it got a new update as well. Yeah, I think most of my audience are F1 fans, primarily. Oh, what is this? Drugovich. They're 3 wide. Drugovich pinched out. Sargeant stays ahead. For Phasmophobia, they pretty much overhauled the lobby, and they published the new asylum maps. There's a smaller campsite map as well, so essentially 2 new maps, and a brand new lobby system. You can actually vote on maps now instead of just the host picking them. And there's item set loadouts. So a little QOL, quality of life changes in Phasmophobia that are nice. And now we're wheel to wheel with Verstappen. It's 3 wide again. Man.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
That was intense. I mean, considering how those kinds of turns went in the previous 2 seasons, I was fully expecting a lockup or something. But you know, that was all Duhan, and we don't have him anymore, so I think Drugovich is working out pretty well. Now we got 10 laps. And we still have a full battery, so basically in the last 2 laps I'm gonna full deploy. Broward County, yeah. Deerfield, actually. Nice. Yeah, I actually went to the Miami Grand Prix this year. It was absolutely insane. We had start finish line grandstand seats, just incredible. We were right across from the AlphaTauri pit. Oh, nice, man. Only went for quality? Okay, yeah, I went for all 3 days. I wasn't gonna miss that opportunity. It was mad expensive though, but totally worth it. I mean, when else are you gonna get to go to an inaugural, like opening, inaugural race for a circuit? So yeah, I definitely saved up for that. It's once in a lifetime for me. Here we are, back in 1-2. Yeah, true. Vegas is going to be another one, but that's next year. Alright. Again, we still have pretty much a full battery on both drivers. Maybe just a little bit less on Sargeant, but I mean, look at this gap to the car behind. 17 seconds. The only one keeping up is Verstappen. Now 18 seconds on the gap. We still have 4.5 kilos of fuel. Let's get the DRS. That was a tactical overtake. We let him by so that we can get the DRS here.
Good job, good job.
I gotta add a copium emote. Where is he at? Come on. Leclerc. Finally out of the bottom 15, or the bottom 5. above P15. Bottas still with a penalty, hasn't served it.
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
That's gonna hurt Red Bull in the constructors.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
If Bottas serves this penalty, that's gonna put, yeah, Norris way ahead. Back to our cars. Yeah, I have no idea what's up with Ferrari. Their car this year just sucks. Even in Bahrain, they were down there. Ferrari is with 0 points in the constructors. I don't know what happened. They just fell off. They had the thing is, okay, I think what happened was the technical regulation was on high-speed cornering, and I think that's what hurt Ferrari. It was a minus 30% for high-speed cornering, minus 20% on medium-speed cornering, and minus 10% on the low-speed cornering. So they got hit with those technical regulations. I think that just killed their car. We prepared for those tech regs, and we did a lot of research focused on the rear wing and the front wing. And both of those were using the high-speed preset. So we were kind of like buffered against the regulation. But yeah, this is something you don't want to see as a Tifosi Ferrari fan. I gotta just do a little bit of 2x here because they're waiting for me in Phasmophobia. Let's bring it to the last 2 laps.
Are you crying?
There we go, Sargeant, P1. Just keep trading with Verstappen. Just farm that experience for the overtake experience. I'll take it. Alright, we're almost there. We'll unleash the full power of this Williams car. Oh yes, I'm afraid our Ferrari engine is quite operational. Let the hate flow through you. Look at Verstappen here. He's back out in front. Alright, time to use a little battery here.
He's overtake, he's overtake.
Copy.
Come on, let's
Question
go.
is, would you like to have a new medium to go through the traffic or prefer a new hard? Question?